we're back. Instagram just doesn't really like it when things are too long. But I figured seasonal, this is adorable, that should be everywhere. That's why though, if you want to see like longer things, you should check out my YouTube. And my lives are also longer. And the Grinch grabbed the tree and he started to shove when he heard a small sound like the coo of a dove. He turned around fast and he saw a small who. Little Cindy Lou who was not more than 2. Now her age definitely gets changed because she's definitely like way older than all the other ones. The Grinch had been caught by this tiny Who daughter who'd gotten out of bed for a cup of cold water. She stared at the Grinch and said, "Santa Claus, why? Why are you taking our Christmas tree? Why?" More sad that she's little. But you know that old Grinch was so smart and so quick. He thought up a lie. And he thought it up quick. "Why, my sweet little tot," the fake Santa Claus lied, "there's a light on this tree that won't light on one side. So I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there and I'll bring it back here." Lying is bad. Very bad. Don't lie. And he fooled the child. Then he patted her head. He got her a drink and he sent her to bed. And when Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, he went to the chimney and stuck the tree up. The one thing though I do have to say is that he did take care of her and he did give her a glass of water, which, you know, makes you think, like, if they had just been nice to him from the beginning and not, like, you know, done that to him, and, you know, thought of him, like, an outsider the whole time. Then the last thing he took was a log for their fire. Then he went up the chimney himself, the old liar. On their walls he left nothing but hooks and some wire. And the one speck of food that he left in the house was a crumb that was too small for a mouse. He just took everything. But I think he just wanted them to feel what he had been feeling all those years. Having been alone. You know, I don't necessarily know if his intentions were bad. Not that this was a good idea for him to do, but then he did the same thing to the other Who's houses, leaving crumbs much too small for other Who's mouses. It was 1:15 dawn. Although Who's still in bed, although Who was still a snooze, when he packed up his sled, packed it up with their presents, the ribbons, the wrappings, the tags, and the tinsel, the trimmings, the trappings. Kind of a good reminder that, you know, Christmas isn't about gifts or things. It's about people, which I know is, you know, it's the point of the book. I really like that everything says Merry on it instead of Merry Christmas. It's so happy and lovely. 1,000 feet up the side of Mount Crumpet. He rode with his load to the tip top to dump it. Pooh-pooh to the who? He was grinchiously humming. They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a moment or two. And the who's done it? Who will all cry boo-hoo. He went up a really, really tall. I don't even think you can see the tiny hoo town in it. Oh, the tiny hoo town is all the way down here. That's a noise, grinned the Grinch, that I simply must hear. So he paused, and the Grinch put his hand to his ear. And he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started low, then it started to growl. He wants them to cry. But the sound wasn't sad. Why, the sound sounded merry. It couldn't be so. But it was merry. Very. He stared down at Whoville. The Grinch popped his eyes. Then he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise. You know, sometimes we do need to re-examine things. And I feel like if the Grinch had re-examined looking at them, they'd re-examined looking at him, they probably would have realized that everyone was wrong in this situation. Every who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. You hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came, and somehow or other, it came just the same. So this is my favorite part, where they still all celebrate Christmas. Because it's not about the toys or the presents or the feasting. It's about being together at that time of year. It doesn't matter the holiday or whatever. It's just about spending time and appreciating family. And then, family, friends, people. And then the Grinch, with his Grinchy feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons, it came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags. And then he puzzled 3 hours to the puzzle. Littler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't thought of before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. The best part. And what happened then? Well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light. And he brought back the toys, the food for the feast. And I kind of just wanted to say that he got a little high on some hash, rethought his life, and was like, let me try again. But he is standing up there with the trumpet, and poor Max on the back like, ah. He himself carved the roast beef. But it's first as if he eats any, so let's just pretend the Grinch is a vegetarian. Also, still not green. But the back of green. So thank you for joining me for my little special holiday extra story time. Figured since who has and Dr. Seuss and what people knew, and that time of year was perfect. And check out my page, for like actual smoking stuff, because I know that like with the holiday season, everything's been a little off, but Thanks.